Hello, it's me, uttermost ghosty friendly host, broadcasting to you from this theater post to entertain you to the utmost. It's the most as I am approximately able upon this day. Hello, Mouser, thank you for being the alpha and the omega of the stream at this moment. I apologize for last night. Here's what happened, okay? In case you guys doubted that I play Peam every fucking night on my own, now you have, like, legitimate proof that I was there. Now you have legitimate proof that, like, at ridiculously late at night, not ridiculously late, at a normal late time, Ghostie is sitting in her office going da Peam time, and then gets really excited because she see that she get Possum Space Program. And then I did a dump, okay? I did a complete dump. What I should have done, and I talked about this to Goji afterwards, what I should have done was start up OBS and all that, but just record it and then make it a YouTube thing. What I did, as we all know, is start up a stream and sound high as shit. I guarantee you I have had no drugs, legal or non, other than like the medication I'm prescribed, at any point since I don't know what year it was that Goji and I tried weed gummies. Whatever year it became legal in Canada to try to have THC, we tried it, and neither of us liked it, and then we haven't had it again since. Despite the fact that my sister-in-law is like, no, try these, they're better. And we're like, no, thank you. The last time she gave us ones to try was that same year, and we haven't touched them. They're just sitting in the closet in the baggie she handed them to us. I guess CBD is technically sort of what people do, like what would be considered a non-typical substance to eat. That's for my pain. I posted in the Discord that Kurt's Gazette about autoimmune disorders, because like it does a pretty good job of explaining them. It doesn't, I think, encompass everything that everybody deals with in theirs, except for lupus. This lupus one was like really accurate. Having known people with lupus, yeah, that was really accurate. The thing they said about MS, that is definitely things that people with MS deal with. There's a lot more that people with MS deal with. And that can include things like not being able to walk like me. Hello. Other people have issues with their waste disposal. And then if it's really bad, if your MS gets really bad, like it's unmedicated for a long time, and it goes from like what I have, which is relapsing remitting, through to secondary progressive, and then through to primary progressive, and sometimes that happens even if you get medication. It can do things like shut down your lungs, so it just revokes your ability to breathe. It can make you blind and deaf, and then also take your feelings, so you have like really no good way to communicate with people. It's a very scary thing if extreme. Thankfully, I won't have extreme because we have medication to stop that. Anyway, we're gonna play more Peam, and then if I'm tired of Peam by the time that we either die or Peam all over the place, then we're probably gonna play something like Thief Sim or Shadows of Doubt, maybe some No Man's Ski. Goji and I are kind of looking at playing some No Man's Ski coming up here, probably not on stream, just because they've done a lot of really cool stuff with it. And I'm excited. Me, the Pasham, I'm excited. I hope that we can get Ascent 1 today. I don't know for sure. Our stance tells us nothing. I think that's still the same map as last night, but I could be wrong. Because they did have an update to fix some bugs. Also, I have my AC on because it's ridiculously humid today. Ridiculously humid. I saw on a weather site that they were like... Oh yeah. Possum space program is a possibility. I guess I should put this also. I put flare because I've heard, I'm not sure, but I've heard that in harder difficulties you have to bring your flare to the peak. I don't know, like I said, I've never gotten actually to the peak in Ascent 1, or obviously I don't have anything afterwards because I haven't completed Ascent 1. We could have last night. We were almost there. Can't believe it. I don't think last night's stream is worth viewing back, by the way. You get the best option from last night by watching the 2 clips that came out of it, which are Almus's, which is showing the Possum Space Program in its complete form, and then mine with the screamed motherfucker. Because what happened was that I almost made it, but I couldn't make it to a standy spot, and so I fell and gained enough injury that it ended the run. And so I, whilst falling, screamed, "Motherfucker!" In a way that I think would do very well if I had the musical talent to mix it into a song. It appears it is actually 22 degrees in this room now. My AC turned itself off. Add reverb and auto. I honestly was thinking more the old ways of the dubstep with occasional sometimes kind of far away motherfucker. But you know, I don't have that talent, and I'm actually not that good friends with musicians. Not that musicians aren't cool, it's just I don't have any friends that are musicians that I'm aware of. I have DJ friends. Like Rans. Rans is a DJ. But I don't think Rans makes his own music. I should ask him. I could probably literally message him right now and be like, Rans, do you make your own music? And he'd be like, yes or no. And then I'd be like, yay, I have an answer. And if he said yes, then I'd be like, How much do I have to pay you to turn this into a song? Yeah, I need the wubs and the jubs. Oh, we can even be shitty dubstep. I'm fine with being shitty dubstep. There is a D&D story that involves one of Goji's characters because he'd kind of gone off on his own and ended up accidentally fighting like a boss. But fighting is a loose term. Because the thing is, the DM had expected it to be something that the entire group fought. And Goji just came through it on his own. During essentially scouting, right? And his character, this was in Pathfinder 1.0, and his character was Sorcerer Aberrant Bloodline. So he was getting very weird at this point because we were pretty high level. I think we were level 12 or 13, I want to say? I don't know. But what I do know is that... really the only way that this boss could hit from a distance was Chaotic Blast. But the problem was that Goji's character was chaotic neutral. And Goji had decided that he was going to be an amorphous blob so that he couldn't be hit with the physical attack, because, like, you know, he is a small sorcerer man. He is going... Oh my god, what the fuck's going on here? I'm holding down the correct button, and you would not let me be attached to the wall. So he is a small sorcerer man, so of course he's not gonna go fight Big Muscle Santa. And, what is going on? What is going on? The fun part about MS is you're never sure whether that is your technology malfunctioning or your hand malfunctioning. In my case, I think it was my hand. Anyway, so he was an amorphous blob, and his amorphous blob form, at that point, I think he could fly as well. So he was not near the ground. And the boss was like, "Come down here and fight me." And Goji's like, "No, you'll kill me." So he is just, you know, in his own words, being shitty dubstep near the ceiling. And so the boss starts doing chaotic blasts at him. I guess that, by the way, was the non-toxic bugle shroom, if you ever wanted to know. I don't remember what it looks like. It's gone forever. Goodbye. I'm sure there are pictures on some article. But, yeah, so he was shitty dubstep on the ceiling, and this boss kept yelling at him to come down and he wouldn't. And so the boss started doing chaotic blasts at him, which did nothing because Chaotic Blast, at least in Pathfinder 1.0, don't hurt you. So alignment-based attacks don't work against people of that alignment. Hi, V Found, how's it going? So Goji being chaotic neutral means that he was, oh boy, what's flying? Hi, no, thank you for 100 bits. How are you doing? I hope you're having a wonderful day.
Now Varzel Alton is first.
Varzel is now first, it's true. Do I have another crisp berry? I do not. Okay. The Goji was, not getting hit by this. And, I'm okay. I'm awake. I promise. And this boss fight was going on. This guy just kept trying to hit him with chaotic blast. It wouldn't work. And so eventually, Goji is like, well, I don't have the strength to kill him on my own. But you know what I can do? I can destroy the ceiling above us. And I can bring the literal house that is above us down upon this man. So the way that Goji beat the boss was to bring a house down upon him. And you know what? That is part of why I love my husband. Because he is just inventive. Two more balloons and we get in the Possum Space program. So, Goji doesn't make characters that fight normally. He throws the world at people. Because the way he started playing tabletop games, two of the guys in the group were like extreme min-maxers. And then one of the guys just cheated all the time. Fucking cheated. They all knew it. And Goji was like, well, I can't min-max like them. I'm not gonna cheat. So I guess I'll just learn to throw the world at the enemies. Which really worked out for him because the DM, who was his high school buddy, was really excited about the idea of doing the calculations to figure out that sort of stuff. And you gotta love that kind of thing. And his high school GM was kind of my first GM. And, yeah, that is how I had a character who had, all of the gods of death and anything connected to death or undeath wanting to be her deity. Except for Jurgle, who already had her loyalty, and he was just like, yeah, look, I understand if you eventually have to make a different choice. I really want to sleep. You love Jurgle. Jurgle is such a cute man. I don't want to use my piton yet. Huh. I'm pretty sure this is the same route we took like last night. If I'm honest with you guys, I was so tired, I don't remember what we did. I was just really excited about Possum Space Program. That was it, okay? I was just so fucking excited about Possum Space Program. I wanted it so bad. And I wanted you guys to get to see it. And then Goji was like, yeah, ads played immediately. You should have waited. And I was like, no! Oh yeah, so sometimes EP Ghostie will decide to do a gorilla stream for no real good reason. And it won't be a great stream. But it will be a stream. Well, at least it wasn't Sleep Ghostie. I think it would be more disconcerting if Sleep Ghostie decided to do a stream. I do not want Sleep Ghostie to figure out how to stream. Sleep Ghostie, I don't think she would say anything she wasn't supposed to. I just think that she would be very weird. And she would probably tell you guys things that were just not true. And that would just lead to eventually, you know, if Mama and Papa Plus ever do find my channel, it'll just lead to them being like, oh baby is demon possessed. And I'm not. I know. Disappointing, but I'm not. Could you please stop? A Sleep Ghostie would do, I don't know what she would do. She is insane. Hi bees. Sleep Ghostie is crazy. She's crazy and I don't know what's up with her. She says a lot of things that are just insane to me. Me, the possum. No, you don't understand. Sleep Ghostie does weird things, like she tells Goji there are lobsters in his computer. And that they won't get out. And that they're dancing. Yeah, but wait, Ghostie at least has has reasons. Sleep Ghostie's just weird. Sleep Ghostie is just a terrorist. He's not a terrorist. I take that back. Mr. Fed, who is supposed to be listening to me, don't listen to that. I'm being silly. Only need one more balloon. We need one more balloon, guys! And then Possum Space Program will be realized. Theoretically. I mean... because Sleep Ghostie does weird things. Like, she tells Goji it's 23 or 30. No, 25 or 30. He'll be like... because she'll be talking, right? He'll be talking to him, and it'll be sleep time. And he'll be like, Ghostie, are you awake? And she'll be like, yes. And he'll be like, what time is it? And she'll be like 25 or 30. That might actually be more important than a few of these things, actually. Hold on. And then I'll be like, okay, fine. I'm gonna talk to you when you wake up, like in the morning, and I'm gonna see if you remember this. And I don't remember this because it didn't happen.
I'm here, and I brought
Platypus, thank you for being subscribed for 47 months. That is almost an entire year. I really appreciate it. How are you? We're trying Ascent 1. Like we did last night, but last night I was very tired and I don't know what I was on. Excitement at some space program. That's what I was on. You're good? Yeah. I'm glad. Excitement for Possum Space Program. Hopefully we get another Possum Space Program. I would like to have another Possum Space Program. The fuck was that shit? Sometimes this game makes correct choices, and sometimes it does not. No, no. No. Can consolidate. Yay! Hello, Kang Rogue. How are you? I hope you're having a good day. Possum Space Program. Yeah, we're gonna have Possum Space Program. Yeah. Why am I going this way? What am I doing? Who are you? How did you get in my house? I know that opening that chest could have meant we got like a cure-all or a fairy lantern, but like there's also a chance that it would have just given me a rope spool. What are you talking about? What possum suit? I don't understand. You know what's gonna be the worst? When I fucking fail this and Possum Space Program goes to waste. What, am I wearing a human suit? Well, cause I'm not a possum. I'm not wearing my rubber human suit right now. You can ask me to wear my rubber human suit if you want me to, but I'm not wearing my rubber human suit. Currently. You know the other thing I have to do today before I forgot? I need to probably eat that salmiakki. I do not want to eat salmiakki, but I might have to. Actually, I will have to. Mauser paid money for me to eat salmiakki. No! There once was a cat with a hungry belly. The name of the cat was Whiskers Jelly. His throat was dry and his bowl was bare. Yummy fur bat. Cat's meow. Yeah. Soon may the kittyman come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. Well, Jelly got his boys and they gathered around. Scattered seeds from a sack they found. Hopes of seeds they spread on the ground. Bring small critters aboot. Soon may the kittyman come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. Well, the gang was bored and morale had dipped to one. The seeds grew green, got nipped and they snacked and they all got ripped. They all had a meow that night. Soon may the kittyman come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. Well, their heads were hung when the morn was nigh. The nip was strong and they all got high. Their bellies were shrunk and their bowls still dry. Oh, bring us some mice today. Soon may the kittyman come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. Yeah. I forgot that it did that. Hell yeah. Why would you want Turkish purpur? When Goji and I got engaged, a friend of ours sent us some Turkish purpur. And I did not enjoy. And I felt bad because I was like, this is our friends, like, they thought that we would like it. They did it as a gift. And I was like, no. Fuck. No. I think if we go up through is the way that we did last night. That worked pretty well for us. Yeah, but you like black licorice. And I do not. You think salmiakki is delicious and you're not even Swedish Finnish. Okay, I have to eat my salmiakki. I have to eat my salmiakki. A $60 bucket of Turk's Berber or of salmiakki? As a reminder, we are doing a Sabadona month. We have rewards that are individual in nature. That you can see what you can get if you hit exclamation mark rewards. There are stuff for bits and for subs. I know that subs are a little more budget friendly right now because it's September. But with pepper inside, I don't understand why you like it. I understand that we can like different things. I get that. Like last night, Goji made us some delicious chimkin burgers. And they were great. But he put mustard on his and I did not want mustard on mine. And he was like, "What is wrong with you?" Like, I just like things different occasionally. You don't think that's wrong, it's just not what you want. Okay, that is not the direction to go. So it's probably that way. Remember, Herdy Ice can be fine. I like spicy mayo. on mine. I think my favorite kind of chimkenburger is has chipotle mayo specifically. You explain to me how that wasn't a larger fall than the fall that took like 25% of our damage? I don't know much about sriracha. I except I know that a lot of people love it. And you know, that's fair. But I'm not a lot of people. I am one person. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to do a thing that is possibly dumb. I'm gonna have to wait here for all of my cold to go away. Because the cold is actively making it so I can't climb as much.
Tactical advance. Watch your
That
angles.
bow!
You guys
Thank
trained
you for
this.
the raid. How's it going? Weren't you playing Lunacy today? I think? Or was that someone else? Okay, how was stream? Welcome in, Raiders. I'm Animus Ghost. I'm in a pause from Ghost Feed to replay a variety of games. Today we're doing our daily Peam. And then later on tonight we'll be playing some Elden Ring with our friend Thrice Talon. We are also doing a oh, thank you. Thank you, Chaotic Wolfstar. We're also doing a month of trying to raise money for me having a 3.0 everything. And by everything I do mean everything, like new model, new layout, new emotes, everything like that. We have funded the emotes. Can I not stand on any of this? We're currently funding for the intro and outro. Yeah, I'm hopeful. Oh god, this is not gonna go well. Okay. No! Matt Damon! We're doing Ascent 1, which is the first difficulty. Okay, so that's just not gonna happen. At least I don't think this is a place to stand. Then why would you make it snow-colored? If I can't stand on it, why is it snow-colored? I'm falling all over the place. This is probably a dead run, unfortunately, even though we have The possums. Oh, we could use the possum space program to get out of here. It's not how I would like to use it. But it might be how we have to use it. This is the Possum Space Program! Yeah, it's Possum Space Program. Where you attach balloons to possums and they go to space. Haven't here? Pigeon. You're in space? I hope that you are on Earth, honestly. If you tell me what is different with this snow versus the snow I couldn't stand on before. Fuck you. We might have to. I don't like using the lollipop. But we might have to. We're so close. It would honestly be a shame if I just gave up and was like, eh, we restart and try again. Fuck you. No. Never give up. Never surrender. No, no! Matthew Damon! We're gonna retry. And then if I'm feeling like, you know, I want to play a different game, we got some other games that we could play. Otherwise, I'm just gonna send you guys on somewhere else. And I'll be back at night for Elden Ring. By the way, just so you guys know, here's the situation. I have done all of the achievement. All of the achievement. Won't stab her. I only have 2 of the sashes. But we're trying to get all the Peams. We're trying to get all the Peams on all of the difficulties too. That would be nice. I feel quite tired, even though I am very awake. Oh, I'm right, because I'm not sure whether I need... Nope. I don't know whether I'm supposed to bring the flare to the top, or if there will be flares in the top. That's right, we're cooking trail mix. There's a lot of stuff in this game that I really enjoy. Even though I think that, you know, I get why people don't like this game. For me, most of my enjoyment comes from playing it solo. I do like playing with other people, but generally speaking, that is almost only when it comes to just chilling out and playing around. Because if I'm trying to actually reach peak with other people, I get really stressed out. I get really stressed out because you have to play in two different ways. Are you trying to reach peak? So are you going to be selfish and take all of the, like, stuffs to make you, have a bigger bar and all of that yourself? Or are you gonna try and be a team player and make sure everybody gets as far as they can? And typically, I like to try and get everybody as far as they can get, because I think that's more fun. But it does mean that I am a nervous wreck when I play with other people. Unless I'm playing with people who also know how to play. Or I'm playing with people who don't give a shit whether they're making it to Peam. And they just want to have fun. Like, there is somebody who Goji used to work with that we might play with, and I think if we play with him, not on stream obviously, it's just gonna be fun, so I'm not gonna care. But if it's somebody who's like, oh, we gotta make it to PM, but they're new and they don't know, and then I'm just like, yeah, you're not doing this optimally. It's a failure on my part. I care about optimal Peamage. If you are trying to tell me you want to Peam all over the place, then I need optimal Peamage. Also, I do apologize. There are ads coming. We're not gonna take a break at this juncture. I know we probably should. My god, what the fuck is going... Don't tell me it happened again. Oh my... Because there's stuff like this that happens in Peam that's just silly. Where your feet go through things, and then you're sad. And that's not to say I don't enjoy hanging out with people who don't know how to play. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is if somebody is like, oh man, I want to Peam all over the place, but they haven't even, like, grasped the basics and they want to go for a hardcore run, I'm gonna be disappointed, because I'm gonna be like, really? But that's just me. And I can be quite, like, annoying about games. I know that. Turn on my AC again. I can be very annoying about games because I'm very particular in the way that I like to play some games. It's why I end up playing a lot of multiplayer games solo. Like, most of my Phasmo runs are solo. Despite having friends who also like Phasmo. Because I get very particular about the way that I like things set up. Or the way that, you know... And I recognize that I am the problem in that scenario, so I don't try to inflict it upon other people. But if somebody says to me, "Hey, Ghostie, I would love to play Phasmo with you," then I'm like, "Fuck yeah, let's go." I'll Phasmo all over you. Not all over you, as in, like, the person. I just mean I like playing Phasmophobia. I think it comes from... Because when I was small possum, Brother Poss a lot of times would do things particularly to annoy me. And you know, I did like it was silly things, like if it was something, if there was a book, he would just read the words out of order. So I get very like, no, it's supposed to be this way. Even though I honestly, as an adult, don't think I should be that married to ways that I have to do things. Yeah. Game time. I like screaming. Gaming's fun. So, okay. So, every night, before I go to bed, I have a lozenge to help me because my voice is getting quite tired lately. I get a lozenge. And it used to be I wasn't very good at taking the wrappers and putting them in the trash can, so occasionally there'd be a build-up of lozenge wrappers. And Goji would be like, no. Carol, I can get rid of this. Last night he came in as I was putting a lozenge in my mouth. And I was just looking at him as I set the wrapper on the bedside table. And I'm just like, no, don't judge me. Okay. Don't judge Ghostie for lozenge wrapper. Like, you looked so guilty. Like, while you were looking at me. If you were ever curious why Possum gets so nervous, Possum's nervous about making people sad. I don't want to make people sad. Are you kidding me? You want to put that on North America's only native marsupial? You want to put the guilt of making somebody sad on North America's only native marsupial? How dare you? What gives you the right? What makes you sad? Chickens? Why do chickens make you sad? Because they're so fucking dumb? Oh, yeah. Chickens! The last remnant of dinosaurs! Hey, technically the creationists are right. Dinosaurs walk among us. But also, if a man is a featherless biped, then occasionally an opossum counts as a man. Because an opossum is occasionally a biped. Selectively bipedal. What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. Glass smash. But enough talk. How about you? The fact that I have, like, that monologue, that dialogue stuff memorized. Sometimes I think about that, I'm like, I should probably use that brain space for something more useful. But I mean, I know I assume it's a fairly common thing. Hi, Mega Bronson! Yeah, I know! She got some good pulls. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for stopping by. We're doing our daily Peam. Where we're Peaming all over the place. I'm trying to get peak on Ascent 1, which is our first difficulty. Like, quote-unquote hard difficulty. It is actually difficult. Or at least it's more difficult than peak difficulty, which is more difficult than Tenderfoot. Oh man, that's not a good mushroom. Oh, actually it is. Yeah, some of these I end up learning way too much about the games just because I like them a strange amount. Like, I don't think that this game is the end all be all. I don't think it's an amazing, like, oh my god, everybody should play Peak. No. But as a chill, like, I'm just hanging out and playing a wonderful little game, I'm having a good time. I think there's nothing wrong with it. I'm gonna sneeze. Also, there is no chance, there is absolutely zero chance that you guys are gonna get a gorilla stream tonight about Peam, because tonight it's not about Peam. Tonight we are playing Elden Ring with Thrice Talon, who is guiding us through Elden Ring. Tonight we have a chance to kill more bosses. If Binka wants to play Peam. See if Binka and Milk want to play Peam. Imagine. Why are people texting me? Oh, hopefully that's just Goji saying he's going to get my prescriptions. That is something I've noticed about myself, that if I'm having text conversations with people, but then they text me while I'm busy, I get actively annoyed. Even though we are having a text conversation. And we've been having a text conversation this whole time. But my brain's like, no, I'm busy and you should know that. I almost ran off the edge there. Go over there, then we can go up there. Yeah. We'll wait for the rain to stop first. You don't always have to go the same route every time you go up. Who is... Okay, that's Goji. He's just telling me he loved me. I saw this debate on social media. Like a test on social media for married women's to be like test for your hubson. Count how many times he calls you beautiful in a day. Count how many times he says I love you. And I can't do that with Goji because, well, I could, but if I'm honest with you guys, he says that I'm beautiful a lot. And then he tells me he loves me a lot. So, like, a lot of women are like, oh no, he never tells me I'm beautiful. He never says he loves me. I'm like, who the fuck are you married to if they don't even call you beautiful and tell you they love you? Because I lose count. I legitimately lose count. Like, on a day that he's at work, it might be under 10 times if, you know, if we don't text. Because I'm trying to be respectful and not text him while he's at work. But if he is not at work, then that's just... You wouldn't tell... If you had a wife and you thought she was beautiful, you wouldn't call her beautiful. You wouldn't look at your wife and go, man, she's pretty. And then go, hey, beautiful, how's you doing? Why not? What if she calls you handsome all the time? I do call Goji handsome as many times he calls me beautiful. Mostly because that's just how we greet each other. I'm like, hey, handsome, how's it going? And he's like, hey, beautiful. And then he threatens to tickle me. He's like, don't call me handsome, I'll tickle you. I'm like, but what if you're handsome? And he's like, no. So I call him handsome anyway. And he tickles me. And then I scream and flail. And that's just how it goes in this house. That's just how it goes in this house. We have a very loving relationship. We have a balloon bunch! There's the possibility of a possum space program again. We'll be sighted. Honestly, I think I would be sad if Goji didn't tell me I was beautiful. But that's because I have low self-esteem. My self-esteem in the gutter. I don't know why I put it there. I don't think it should live there. It's just, you know, I didn't have a spot in the shelf for it yet, you know. I'm not dying, you're dying. I'm doing my best not to sing Pregnant Sonic, by the way. I'm doing my absolute best. Yeah, but you're my friend and I don't like causing my friend discomfort or sadness. I will play along with the joke, especially if it makes Goji laugh, but that's about it. That's honestly why I made you mod, because it made Goji laugh. I am a creature of simple desires. I want my wonderful Hubson to have a good time. You know what? I already have one of these. Our country reeks of trees. Our yaks are really large, and they smell like rotting beef carcasses. And we have to clean up after them. And our saddle sores are the best. We proudly wear women's clothing and earrings and shoots up our skirts. And the buzzards, they fly overhead, and poisonous snakes will devour us whole, and our bones will bleach in the sun. And we will probably go to as is our great reward for being the royal Canadian Kilted X-Men. I'm trying to learn a rap song, but it's quite lyrically dense in a way that is difficult. Quite lyrically dense in a way that is difficult, and I don't know how to do what I want to, like how to make my mouth move at the speed that it's supposed to with the accuracy required. And that sounds weird, but God. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. But it's just, if you've never tried to do that, it can be so tardy, so difficult, so tardy. You can be so tardy. Sometimes you see snow and you think you can stand on it and it's not real. It's not real, chat. They don't love you. The snow doesn't love you. I would like to go up that way. I could probably do it. Probably do that. I could probably do. I am a smart opossum. I can do this. I don't know why it hates me. Sometimes it just likes to give you extra storms. And I don't know why. Like this one and getting rain showers in tropics. It's like, what is the how is the frequency decided? There's some stuff that I don't really know about this game that I probably should learn. Rans and I were talking about why neither of us are going to be speedrunning this game, even though we both like it quite a bit. And honestly, his reasoning makes the most sense to me, which is that there's no way to, practice each portion. Like to go and do... To practice Alpine, I have to go through Tropics. But the whole point in speedrunning is to be able to break down certain portions to be able to get better at other portions, right? At least in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I'm just a tiny possum who doesn't understand how to exist in the world of speed running. I was gonna try and learn how to speed run Mega Man X before. But honestly, I'm not very good at button mashing, which I think you kind of need that skill for portions of that speedrun. Maybe I'm wrong. I never got through the entire speedrun. But I remember that being my main problem with playing the game in general, especially as a child. And it would be even more of an issue as an adult because I have less ability to button mash. I think that is the main reason I could never do a nope. Do a Mega Man X speedrun. Despite the fact that it is one of the formative games for this possum. In fact, it factors in to one of my earliest memories, which is being allowed to play a video game for the first time by my older siblings. They finally let me out of the cage. I jest. When we were small, sometimes I would be very annoying to my siblings. And so occasionally they would put me under a toy crate. So I would just be under a toy crate. They would just put me there. By the way, I think this run is dead. Which is fine. Yay! Fine. And I would sit there and I'd watch them. My body was never found. Yeah. But this time they let me play and I was so excited. Okay, that's it. I'm actually really tired, so I'm gonna be taking a break. Today we're gonna take a break a bit, and then tonight at 6 p.m. Mountain, that is 8 p.m. Eastern, we will be playing Elden Ring under the advisement and guidance of our wonderful friend Thrice Talon. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send you guys over to... What should I send you guys over to? People are live. I'm usually not live this time on Tuesdays. I'm gonna send you guys over to Shark Pakasaur because they're playing Phasmophobia and I love Phasmophobia. So thank you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. Eat something delicious. Hug someone or something you love. I hope to see you later tonight. But until then.